Today on this episode of 101, we're going to look at something that most people don't think twice about, and that is, should it be better to buy new versus used in everything in your audio cart? Let's get started. So guys, today's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be so much an audio tutorial, but it's going to be more of a life tutorial on how you should start your career. We're going to talk about buying new and used gear and what are the benefits and trade-offs. So the first thing we want to talk about is your audio recorder. So like on this desk, we've got an H5 and we've got a little Behringer board. I actually bought this Behringer board used. The H5, we bought brand new. Why though? Well, it's actually pretty simple. The Behringer board was well outside of warranty. This model is technically discontinued, but I actually wanted this particular model because it ran off 9-volt batteries, and it's kind of an obscure rare model anyway. When I saw it come up for used, it was a really good deal. Also, it's actually a fairly simple mixer. It's pure analog, there's nothing digital about it, and for the most part, it's kind of a tried and true, simple piece of technology. When it comes to the H5, there's little things at play here that kind of make you want to go new. And the reason being is you don't know exactly how long the thing has been turned on. Unlike cameras that can tell you fan time and they can tell you kind of how long the device has been turned on for the life of the product, audio recorders don't have that feature, not yet. And because of that, you don't know exactly when someone's selling it to you used on Craigslist if they're lying. The other benefit is when you buy brand new audio equipment, you do get a warranty. Not all warranties are transferable when you actually buy it used. You really do need to check the piece of equipment you want to buy and then check it against, say, the warranty program of that company. A lot of gear, not transferable except for the single person. The other reason you may want to get a new audio recorder is if it's your first audio recorder. And by first audio recorder, I mean your main audio recorder. See on my audio bag over there, I've actually got one audio recorder in that bag, but I've got a backup audio recorder. The backup, I bought that used. Because at the end of the day, my main one, I need it to work. My backup, I only need it to work once, maybe twice a year when the main one is having issues, if it ever has issues at all. Since it's my main recorder, I want to rest assured and know that it's going to power up every single time without issue. And if it does have issue, I can just send it out and it's still covered in warranty and I'm not out that kind of money. Depending on what kind of projects you're doing, production may cover some cost if things get damaged, but if it's a factory issue, production doesn't cover that cost. So you really need to consider that the type of productions you're working on and how that all is going to factor in. So the other things that you can think about when purchasing new, again, is if you've got wireless systems. Like this wireless right here, brand new on the market, but if you were to go out and purchase a used system, you probably, again, wouldn't get that warranty. You don't know how long it's been used. If it's had batteries on the inside get corroded, kind of destroyed. If it's your first wireless system, those got to be really good and they've got to be brand new in the sense that you're relying on them. If it's going to be your spare wireless, yeah, buy used, not a big deal. You're hardly ever using it, but your main channel sources for audio source should probably always be brand new. Now, lavaliers, these actually have a lifespan. Most people don't realize this. Lavaliers do not last forever like a good shotgun microphone. A good shotgun microphone, I've got some that are 45 years old. They're beautiful microphones, but outside of nostalgia, the microphones do last forever. Lavaliers though, you're good if they last maybe 2 to 3 years. That microphone right there is stiff as heck. That's what happens to a lot of this cabling. It becomes really stiff over time. I've seen lavaliers like this just completely shred down the sides and the wire starts sticking out. Every single time you use a lavalier, you've taken off a little bit of its lifespan. And that's what happens is you end up with a microphone like this and you say, this isn't very good. I don't need anymore. I'm going to sell it used. And when you, the buyer, look at it online, you're like, oh, that microphone, that's the exact model I want. You don't know the history of that microphone, especially on something that's worn on someone's body, that's got sweat going in the capsule. And that's the other thing about lavaliers that you don't have to worry about with shotgun microphones. Lavaliers have sweat that dips into the capsule all the time. And I don't care if you clean it with distilled water and it sounds really good afterwards. Over time, that microphone is not going to sound the same that it did day one. You want the best sound quality on set and you want the easiest in post to match that microphone with its matched pairs. Things that you should buy used are the things that aren't electrical. Things that are really, really simple and mechanical, like that sound cart. That sound cart, I believe, is 20 years old. I bought that used for about $99 because at the end of the day, that's a really good value and it's easy to fix a mechanical issue on a cart. So sound carts, really good things you can buy used. Bags. My first audio bag I bought for $50 off eBay. It wasn't even the right size. I was putting an H4 in, not even the H5. I was putting an H4 into that bag and it was probably 5 times bigger than it needed to be. But whatever you're doing, buying new, buying used, don't start your career off in debt. Buy what you can, buy what's an amazing good deal, and make sure that you are getting your money back out of that equipment. And I'm about to Marie Kondo probably half my gear because I have done that at times when I've been given some stupid good offers. But they turned out to actually not be good offers at all because I didn't use it. I didn't use the gear. And at the end of the day, I probably could have saved that money and bought something I actually would have used. So there you have it. That's our episode. New, used. Sometimes things are terrible to buy used. Some things are great to buy used because it's simple fixes, mechanical, or just stuff that's not critical to you getting your job done in the audio signal chain. So learn from my mistakes. Do not buy stuff you don't need. Don't buy used gear you can't trust. Don't forget, like, follow, and subscribe on all the social media platforms. Leave a comment below and tell us one thing that you like to buy new and one thing you actually like to buy used. Best comment is going to win a D3. I'm Andrew from Deity Microphones. Thank you for watching.